Hey, super quick draft breakdown for Hive, which is the thing I'm doing. And I got promoted because I threatened to quit if I didn't because I'm a scumbag. Anyways, let's get into it. So basically, I had the 15th overall pick. And with this pick, I really wanted to take Zygarde, and then Mia was like, hey, don't snipe me, I want Zygarde. And I'm a really nice guy, so I didn't. I was like, you know what, I'll take Dragonite. What's something that goes well with Dragonite? Something that takes Ice-type attacks. Something that can take down steel types. I'm like, you know what, I'll take Heatran. It's something I enjoy. So I took Heatran and Dragonite, the nice Steel Dragon. Two Mons I really enjoy. I've never used Dragonite before, but it should be interesting. Heatran is an excellent Mon for every situation. It's versatile, hits hard, defensive, can run a very effective choice user with a lot of interesting options with rocks, and I'm giving it the Z move. And then Dragonite is just, setup sweeper, destroy his face, can run Bandage or Scarf if I need to. Possibly be a special if I want that. Yeah. So, I don't know, just two pretty solid options to start. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I want a spinner for Dragonite, so I took Starmie. Because, in case you didn't know, Starmie is my favorite thing ever. I adore this Mon. It's adorable. Just kidding, that's weird. But it's a really good spinner, hits hard, has great coverage, covers a lot of the weaknesses of these first two Mons. And also to finish the Dragon Fairy Steel Core, I took Florges, which can also defog, as well as giving me Aromatherapy for Dragonite. And Wish, a nice, take Dragon hits in case Heatran doesn't want to take those. And yeah, it's just a really good Mon that fits with my team in general. Right now I'm looking a bit heavy on the special attackers, but that's fine. I don't really solve that later, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? So yeah, right now I have one solid offensive/defensive option, two pretty offensive Mons, and one defensive tank. So I'm like, okay, I'll take some speed next. So I take Mega Manectric, because the Megas that I all wanted were off the board by this point. So I'm like, let's just take a pretty okay Mon, and then get the extra 20 points. So Mega Manectric's always solid. It's not like the best Pokemon or anything, but it's just like a usable thing that fits a hole in my team that I didn't have. I didn't have a really fast Mon. Volt Switch is nice, gets the fire coverage, which I like. Signal Beam, HP Ice, doesn't really do much. Crunch, I don't really know what this thing gets, but it's a very usable Mon. Fits well with my team, good synergy. So I'm like, I'll take it. And then comes back, I want a Grass type. I'm between Chestnut and Sarina, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll take Chestnut. I didn't really have much of a reason why. I think I asked like Andrew or someone. He's like, yeah, you should take Chestnut. I'm like, okay, thanks. So yeah, spikes, I guess, are a thing. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't put that much thought into this pick. I was like, I'll take a grass type. Serena is probably the better choice because it gives me a second option for aromatherapy with U-turn and knockoff and power whip. But at the same time, Chestnut is a lot cooler. Yeah. And also more defensive, higher defense stat. Anyways, next pick. I was like, I've never used Zoroark before. I need another tier 3. Let's take Zoroark. It's a pretty cool Mon, especially offensive. Hits a nice 105 speed tier, which is something I was looking at, something between Dragonite and Starmie, which this fit well. So, yeah. I don't know. Something to take on psychic types, which I didn't really have much of an answer for. And also, it's just a pretty fun Mon in general. I don't know, could do some interesting shenanigans with it. Nasty Plot and Swords Dance are both cool. I like it. Next, I took Miltank, because Miltank is just a great Mon. There's really no downsides to it. Tier 4. Great defensive type. Tank. Yeah. Heal Bell, not Aromatherapy. Good offensive stat. I can run the Psych Up Thunder set to take on Manaphy's, which is a very viable set that has a 100% success rate. Take my word for it. It gets Rocks, which I only had one Rock setupper. It spikes with Chestnut, but it's not the same. Rocks are better. So yeah, Thick Fat's great. It's just a good Mon. And I was going to my tier 5. I'm like, I want Mismagius because it's like the best tier 5 Mon. Yeah, don't know much to say about it. Gets a lot of great offensive moves, a lot of great utility moves, set up with Nasty Plot, Substitute, Salic Berry if I want it. It's just nice. It's a good thing. And I gave it a Z move with statuses, I think, because I don't really know what it can do. But if you go on the damage calc and type in Mismagius, all of the sets have Z moves, so I'm thinking they might work well with it. You can tell how much thought I put into this. So next I went with Hippowdon. A lot of you are probably thinking like, Will, you have 2 things that recover with Synthesis, and 1 thing that's bad with Sand, which is Dragonite. Why are you taking this? I'm like, well, I don't need Sand. It has Sand Force. It's still a very viable tank. Fits my team very well. Gets me another Rock Setupper. Earthquake, Whirlwind. I would have taken Crocodile in this spot, but I already took Zoroark, and I didn't want 2 Dark types. In hindsight, that would have been way better. But, like, who cares? Hippowdon is still a great mod. I've never used it before. A lot of good options. Fits my team pretty well. In the last slot, I took Zoroark because I needed a tier 5B. I only had 20 points left. And I was like, you know what? Lycanroc is the only decent mon left that I see that fits my team. I was thinking maybe Komala, but I already have a normal type. Can't really remember what else. Yeah, it's just a decent mon. Rocks in case I wanted a 4th Rock Setter, which I guess I do. No Guard, Stone Edge, and Iron Tail is very great. Sucker Punch, Swords Dance, Rock Polish, whatever I want to do with this thing. You know. So this is the squad. I don't really have, like, an identity to this team, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not like a team that you look at and you're like, oh man, this is a scary team. But it just sort of works together. It's good synergy, I think. I don't know. It's not my best draft. I'll probably go 1-9, but who cares? You know, it's just a game. As long as I win week 1, that's all that matters. Because I'm playing this fucking scrub week 1 with this garbage team. So that should be an easy win. You know how it is. So, see ya. Very professional, I know.